Battle of Godzilla vs. Anaconda. Who will win in different locations? Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel where we dive into the wildest, what-if, scenarios. Today, we've got an epic showdown that's sure to get your imagination running wild. Picture this. The colossal king of monsters, Godzilla, versus the stealthy titan of the Amazon, the Anaconda. Ever wondered who would win if these two legends clashed in different environments? Meet the combatants. Godzilla. First up, let's talk about the big guy himself, Godzilla. Originating from Japanese cinema back in 1954, Godzilla has become a global icon. This massive, radioactive reptilian monster, or kaiju, has been both the destroyer and savior of cities throughout his cinematic history. Physically, Godzilla is an absolute behemoth. Depending on the movie, he's depicted as standing anywhere from 150 to over 400 feet tall. That's taller than most skyscrapers. He weighs in at, well, let's just say he's off the scales, literally millions of tons. Godzilla's signature move? His awesome atomic breath. Imagine a blast of concentrated nuclear energy that can level buildings and obliterate enemies in a single hit. He's also got super strength, nearly impenetrable skin, and regenerative abilities that let him recover from the toughest of battles. Plus, he can survive underwater, on land, and even withstand extreme temperatures. But even the king has his drawbacks. His massive size can make him a bit slow, and maneuvering in tight spaces isn't his forte. Also, certain versions of Godzilla have been vulnerable to intense electrical currents or specific chemical weapons. Anaconda. On the other side, we have the stealthy and powerful Anaconda, the heavyweight champion of the snake world. Found in the swamps and rivers of the Amazon basin, these snakes are among the largest in the world. Green anacondas, the most well-known species, can reach lengths of over 30 feet and weigh up to 550 pounds. Anacondas are masters of camouflage and patience. They rely on stealth to ambush their prey, using the murky waters of their habitat to hide before striking with lightning speed. Once they've got their prey, they constrict with such power that escape is nearly impossible. Their jaws can open wide enough to swallow prey whole, sometimes animals as big as deer or even jaguars. Strengths? Stealth, power, and adaptability within their environment. Weaknesses? They're not built for speed over long distances, especially on land, and extreme temperatures can be detrimental. But in their element, they're virtually unmatched. Battle Scenario 1. Dense Amazon Jungle. Alright. First battleground. The dense, teeming Amazon jungle. This is the Anaconda's home turf. Towering trees, thick underbrush, winding rivers, it's the perfect setting for a stealthy predator. In this environment, the Anaconda has a clear advantage. The dense foliage provides endless hiding spots, and the murky waters make for perfect ambush sites. Using its camouflage, the Anaconda could stay hidden from Godzilla, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Godzilla, on the other hand, might find the jungle a bit cramped. His massive size would make movement difficult, with trees and vegetation either crushed underfoot or getting tangled around him. Stealth isn't an option for him here, his every step would announce his presence. Now, could the Anaconda actually harm Godzilla? If it managed to climb onto him and target vulnerable areas like the eyes or gills, if present, it might cause some damage. But constricting Godzilla? That's a stretch, even for a 30-foot snake. Ultimately, the king of monsters could unleash his atomic breath or simply cause a massive upheaval to flush the snake out. Battle Scenario 2. Open Ocean. Next up, the vast and deep open ocean. Both creatures are capable swimmers, but who reigns supreme here? Godzilla is no stranger to the ocean. In many movies, he's seen emerging from the depths or lurking beneath the waves. He's incredibly fast underwater, and some versions even suggest he draws power from nuclear energy found deep in the ocean. The Anaconda, while an excellent swimmer in rivers and swamps, isn't built for the open sea. The saltwater environment isn't ideal, and there's nowhere to hide or anchor itself for an ambush. It could become easy prey in this vast expanse. Godzilla's superior size, strength, and adaptability give him a significant edge. He can spot the Anaconda easily in the clear waters and has the mobility to outmaneuver it. Battle Scenario 3. Urban Cityscape. Now, let's bring the battle to the urban jungle, a bustling metropolitan city full of skyscrapers, subways, and millions of hiding spots. Godzilla has a history with cities. and it's not a good one for the buildings. He can topple skyscrapers with a swipe of his tail and is virtually unstoppable as he marches through streets. The cityscape provides little impediment to his movement. The Anaconda could use the complex layout to its advantage. Imagine it slithering through underground tunnels, sewer systems, and maintenance shafts. It could pop up unexpectedly to strike at Godzilla's lower limbs or set up ambushes. However, the city's environment also introduces human interference. Military forces might engage Godzilla, distracting him and potentially aiding the Anaconda indirectly. In the end, while the Anaconda could use hit-and-run tactics, it lacks the firepower to bring Godzilla down. Battle Scenario 4. Arid Desert. Shifting gears, our next battlefield is the scorching arid desert. Think endless dunes, relentless sun, and minimal shelter. The Anaconda is severely disadvantaged here. Adapted to humid, tropical environments, the dry heat would quickly dehydrate it. There's nowhere to hide, and the sandy terrain isn't conducive to slithering efficiently. Godzilla, while perhaps not entirely comfortable, has shown adaptability to various extreme environments. His massive size means he can traverse the desert without too much trouble, and his tough skin offers protection against the elements. With no water sources or hiding spots, the Anaconda would struggle to survive, let alone fight. Godzilla could easily spot the snake and eliminate it without much effort. Battle Scenario 5. Arctic Tundra. Finally, let's head to the opposite extreme, the frigid Arctic tundra. Snow, ice, and sub-zero temperatures define this barren landscape. Cold-blooded animals like the Anaconda can't regulate their body temperature, making cold environments deadly. The snake would become lethargic, its metabolism slowing to a crawl. Survival here is nearly impossible for it. Godzilla, on the other hand, has been depicted in various media as thriving in cold conditions. Some stories even show him emerging from icy depths after years of hibernation. The cold doesn't seem to faze him, and his nuclear-powered biology might even generate internal heat. Environmental hazards like icebergs and crevasses could pose minor challenges, but compared to what Godzilla has faced, it's nothing significant. Comparative analysis. Let's take a step back and look at the big picture. Across all these diverse environments, Godzilla consistently comes out on top. Why is that? Godzilla's immense size, strength, and versatility make him a formidable opponent almost anywhere. He's adapted, or can quickly adapt, to different terrains and conditions. Whether it's the dense jungle, open ocean, bustling city, scorching desert, or icy tundra, Godzilla has the tools to survive and dominate. The Anaconda, while a top predator in its own right, is highly specialized. It's optimized for the humid, warm environments of the Amazon. Outside of that, its abilities and survival chances decrease dramatically. This highlights an important point. Adaptability often trumps specialization in varied conditions. Godzilla's broad range of abilities allows him to maintain the upper hand, whereas the Anaconda's strengths are nullified when removed from its element. In terms of combat strategies, the Anaconda relies on stealth and surprise, which are less effective against an opponent who's not only massive but also highly durable. Conclusion. So there you have it. After analyzing these epic scenarios, it's clear that Godzilla holds the advantage in each environment. While the Anaconda is an incredible creature with impressive abilities, it's simply outmatched when facing the king of monsters. But that's the fun of these hypothetical matchups, isn't it? They let us explore and appreciate the unique traits of each creature, real or fictional. The Anaconda showcases the wonders of nature and its adaptations, while Godzilla embodies the awe-inspiring might of legendary beasts. These scenarios also remind us of the importance of environment and adaptability. A creature that's unbeatable in one setting might struggle in another. It makes you think about how animals survive and thrive in our world, doesn't it? Now, we want to hear from you. Do you agree with our analysis? Maybe you think the Anaconda could have a fighting chance with some clever tactics? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more awesome content. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest uploads.